Good evening and welcome to the premiere of Youth Voices, where the vibrant stories of our community's youth take centre stage. I'm Erica and joining me is Paige. Tonight we're diving into the heart of Lismore's stories, from heartfelt interviews to exciting community updates. This is Youth Voices, brought to you by B&E Productions and the talent from Divine Drama Company.
Now, let's kick things off with a bit of a tribute. Lucinda, the owner of Pets and Saddles in Lismore, has been an integral part of our community. She's moving on and we'd like to express our deep gratitude for her dedication. Wishing her all the best. Now, let's cross over to Finn at Pets and Saddles in Lismore.
We're on location at Pets and Saddles and Kitten Rescue, and we're here with Lucinda. In what ways were the animals in your care impacted by the floods? Were any of them injured?
We did lose one animal, one cat, and the others were very traumatised. Some had to swim, some had to stand in water for hours. We were very lucky that we came out with 22 alive and only lost, sadly, one.
Was there anything you were able to do to help the animals during the floods?
We got all our birds and rodents out into foster care, and I went to a safe shed where unfortunately the water rose and rose and rose until it was up to my head while I was standing on a chair and milk crate. I tied sheets, towels, anything that floated by onto the rafters, and we basically hung the cats on all the sheets and towels and pushed them up onto little purlons right on the ceiling.
How did the floods impact your business financially?
The floods impacted our business financially very, very badly, both on Pets and Saddles and Kitten Rescue. We got a government grant to re-establish Pets and Saddles, but that didn't pay for half the stuff we lost. And it's not supporting us now with the lack of people have come back to Lismore, the lack of businesses that are back in Lismore. It's a daily struggle. The cat adoptions are almost zero at the moment, but the cat surrenders are through the roof from people who don't have homes anymore and can't keep their cats, haven't desexed their cats, or just stray cats having kittens.
Can you share any advice or emergency evacuation plan ideas for people with pets for future reference?
Have the cages ready. One young man was asked by his parents to get the cats ready to evacuate. He actually put all their paperwork into zip seal bags. He had some sachet food he put into zip seal bags. He squished a little litter tray into the carry cage, and then with each cat he put their paperwork in case they went somewhere where the owners didn't go, and they had a little bit of litter, a little bit of food and a litter tray. So just have those sort of things handy and quickly put them all together. So if your cat's evacuated to somewhere where you're not evacuated to, people know who owns it, what its name is, and they've got emergency food and litter.
Yeah.
So be prepared, have a kit ready to go.
Thank you very much, Lucinda. And now back to the studio.
A big thank you to Finn and a special shout out to Lucinda. Your hard work won't be forgotten. Now let's shift gears. We had the pleasure of chatting with Sharon, the president of the Lismore Theatre Company. We caught up with her earlier to get to know her.
Hi, my name is Jackson and I'm here today with Sharon for the Youth Voices interviews. Hello Sharon, can you please tell us about your journey with the Lismore Theatre Company and how you became its president?
Okay. Well, I've been involved with the Lismore Theatre Company for the last 20 years. Initially, I just started coming along to theatre sports that were played here once a month. And then I got really brave and auditioned for a part in a collection of plays called A Taste of Theatre. Then, after being involved in doing backstage work, lighting work, acting on stage and directing, I thought, I'm gonna give being the president of the theatre company a go. It was no more exciting than that. I love this theatre and I wanted to invest my spare time in being here and helping it to flourish.
How has your background in domestic violence and sexual assault support work influenced your involvement with the theatre?
Well, I guess for me, as a frontline sexual assault counsellor, the theatre was my happy place. It was a place to come and play and engage with people in things that were light and happy and brought me joy, as opposed to stressful and hard, which is the nature of my work. So for me, it was a wonderful outlet, and the people that I met at the theatre company were really different than the people that I was working with on the front line day after day. So it was just nice to meet and be with people who were like-minded, who wanted to be creative, who cared about the arts.
So it sounds like you were looking for a refreshing outlet.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Jackson.
You also donate blood monthly, and that's a very commendable commitment. Why did you start this practice and what motivated you?
Well, I started giving blood in my early 20s. And I have continued to do it throughout my life because I believe it's a really important way of being able to support our community. My blood donation results in 3 people's lives being saved, and they don't know me and I will never know them, but it makes me feel great to know that my donation or my sacrifice is going to help other people to live, and without that they would most definitely die. So there's
So you've saved multiple people from such a little
I have saved
task.
hundreds of people in my life by donating blood regularly.
In what ways has the theatre company actively supported the community, and what impacts have these efforts had on local residents?
Lismore Theatre Company is like a really close-knit, caring family. And we recognise that our family includes the Lismore community as a whole, and we care about a variety of local charities and people. So after the floods, we basically opened the theatre up to any organisation that needed to use it. We had church groups here, we had the U3A, schools were using the theatre, because all the other venues downtown were lost during the flood. So we just opened the doors and tried to make this place accessible to as many people as we could, and to make the cost of hiring the building really affordable.
Looking ahead, what are some visions and plans for the future of Lismore Theatre Company in the community in supporting them?
Our plan, our strategic plan at the Lismore Theatre Company is for our organisation to become a leading light in Australian theatre in the area. We're hoping that we will continue to produce high quality amateur theatre that can be enjoyed by lots of people, and I recognise that young people, Jackson, are the future. And so I'm really wanting to encourage more young people to get involved in the theatre company, for the theatre company to be offering more modern plays and plays that young people can be involved with, because quite frankly I'm not going to be here forever, and I want young people like yourself and others who are interested in theatre to come on board and join our theatre and take on roles of responsibility, so that this theatre company will have a future moving forward.
Thank you, Sharon. You are such an amazing role model and support to the community, and you've helped a lot of people through this. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
What an inspiration she is to our community. Now let's switch to Phoenix, who has an important message for all of us.
Time heals all wounds, so don't break your watch.
Wrapping up from our first episode, we have a special video from our reporter Jackson, who headed out to Woodburn to catch up with Zeb. Let's take a look.
Can you please tell me your name and a bit about yourself?
My name's Zeb and we live at this house over here.
Could you tell us a bit about the floods and what happened with that?
So the floods got pretty high, about first story, and we had to go down off the balcony into a boat to leave to get to a safe point.
Damn, that's high. How long were you stuck here before you got on the boat?
We left about 3 in the morning. We weren't really stuck here, we still just left.
Where did you go after that?
We went to the Woodburn school and we were stuck there for about a week and a half.
Damn, that's a long time. How long did it take to recover and fix up the house?
About a week to 2 weeks.
That is surprisingly short.
Well, the walls are made out of concrete and brick, so you can sort of just pressure wash them off.
Good point. What happened to the dogs? Did they go on the boats with you?
So we had to break our front deck and to get them through the doorway. It is still broken now.
Really?
Yep.
Could you take us through your house?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. We had to repaint all these walls.
Fair enough. What did you do with the electricals, Danny?
We had to redo all of it.
That must have cost money.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you mind showing us where the water came up at?
So the water got up to about underneath this brown piece of wood here.
Oh, lovely. I've heard there's this stupid story about fish. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so when we were waiting to get rescued, a bunch of fish started jumping on our front porch, yeah. It was really goofy and very funny at the time.
Free food.
Yep.
Dinner.
And there you have it, the incredible stories of Lucinda, Sharon and Zeb. We've just scratched the surface of the amazing tales our community has to tell. Before we say goodbye, remember to like, follow and share our content.
Stay tuned for episode 2 next week.
This is Erica and Paige signing off. Until next time, keep those stories coming and let your voices be heard.
Thank you.